What is up, guys? Stardom back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today I'm bringing you guys Transformer Siege, War for Cybertron, and name escapes me from it, Skytread. Sorry, I keep wanting to call him Flywheels because like his original name. But anyway, Skytread. Skytread? Yeah, I think it's Skytread. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But yeah, before we get into the figure, as always, I like to do the whole instruction deal. So let me get him out of the way and show you guys the instructions. Pretty standard fair stuff, This is actually a figure I meant to get out of the way earlier, but Skywarper had popped up, so I wanted to throw that at you guys first. Be kind of earlier on that one. So let's talk about Skytread. You see the instructions. Yeah, transformation is fairly easy. He's what you call a duocon, transforming into two separate things, kind of like a Overlord. One half jet, one half tank, as you can see there. And he also comes with two guns that can combine. And you see here and here. See what's on the back. And on the back, you get basically power level for a set of weapons. If you guys care to, you can pause it to see that now. Alright. Now, on to the accessories, which he has two of. I will also call this one. We'll actually start with this one. This would be gun number 1, which is a nice little handgun. Lots of hollow bits as usual, but you got some paint on it. Like this kind of a nice, it's kind of a gold color, yeah, kind of a goldish copper color. Looks pretty good. And it's a 5mm port. As you can see, he holds very well. Now, with gun A out of the way, let's go on to gun B, which is more of a longer barrel blaster. And it too has some nice paint up here with that kind of a gold rust color, also in the tip here of the barrel, which is really good. And hollow bits as normal. And it too has a 5mm port, which you can actually not only put in his hand. Anywhere you see a port, right here, like arms, wing, what have you. But for sake of argument, I'm putting in his hand. Also, like you saw in the instruction booklet, you can take both of them. If I can get this loose now. And put them out of the way. And combine them like so. And if any kind of blast effects you may have, you can plug it right there on the tip. Just a tip. But yeah, you can hold it either way you want to, because if you turn it this way, you can't get it in both his hands. Let's see. There we go. Holds that pretty good. Actually, the way it looks, it's some kind of a cord coming from here around to the back. It could look like a really awesome flamethrower. I like that a lot. So, with that being said, let's get this out of the way, because let's move on to the figure himself. I'm going to try to keep this review short because he's basically just deluxe. Not too much to see. In fact, before I even get down on him, let's go ahead and do a comparison. Because this being deluxe, I only got one other deluxe here from the Siege line, which that is a Refractor. So you can kind of see how they scale. I believe Refractor is actually just a little bit shorter. From what I understand, Refractor is actually the shortest of the deluxes. So there's that. Alright, now as for him himself, I think he looks really good. I think he looks really good. And I remember of him from G1. I know he was in, like, I believe, season 4 with the whole Headmaster thing. From what I remember. But for the most part, I know him more so from the IW comic books. He's one of the scavengers. And as far as that goes, he's pretty dead on. And just look at him, he looks really great. Let's go into paintouts first. If you look at his face here, he has some nice red for the visor. It's really good. It's nice silver paint for the face itself. More of that cool kind of a gold, kind of a copper color on the forearms here. Cockpit, really nice shiny blue. Like a Decepticon symbol is like embroidered on here, I believe. And you got a little bit more of the copper gold color here on the trim side of the cockpit. And you got some on the feet here and here. And even his treads are done up in that same coloring. And the weathering here, or what I call more like paint, like scuffed up paint, I think it looks fairly decent here on the feet, and it was used very lightly, which I really like. A little bit on the legs, and more of that gold copper trim on the wings here. The vents, if I can get the focus, there you go, the vents. Even on the tail of the jet here, and more on the back of the treads, which all in all look really good. As far as articulation goes, the head can go at full 360. Yes, it can. You can look down just a tad, not much, and up just a tad. As for the arms, you can get a full 360. You can raise them all up this far, and you can get a full 360 bicep swivel, and they also bend at the elbow. As for the hands, you get a rotation, but you can bend them in, but that's mostly for transformation. And same on the side, up 360, bicep 360, and a hand dip if you want it. But like I said, that's mostly just for transformation. As far as the waist goes, what you kind of get, because he's dual con, he has to split here in the middle. The waist rotation actually added more along the lines and held in the pelvic region, but you can't go full 360 due to the tail of the plane being here. But I think you get just enough. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. As for the legs themselves, they can kick out that far and back that far if you go around the tail fin here, and you get a nice Van Damme, or what they call full trowel. And here at the thigh, you get another full 360. As far as the feet go, get a bit of a bend here. That's mostly because you're getting transformation, and just a little bit of ankle tilt, which serves the purpose pretty well. Same on both sides here. You get the thigh, and you get the leg, get the ankle rotation, and a bit of down. All right. I think that'd be about it for old Skytread here. So with that being said, let's move on to transformation. And you guys just give me a second. I'm gonna have Blaster play me off, and I'll be back with that. And just like that, I am back. Not much to the transformation. It's all fairly simple on this one. Let's see, where to start with first. Tell you what, guys, let's go with the legs first. We'll get the jet out of the way. On mine, things don't tab together that well on top of here, but I did my best, so I guess it looks alright on camera, but I feel like it should be more flush in here, but that's the best I could get it. But yeah, this is basically the tank mode, and I think it's very serviceable. I think it rolls kinda. If you can get the wheels good on a good surface. My surface not necessarily the best, but it works. Yeah, it's a decent little tank. You can see all the mullet detail here, the same as it was on the legs. But I think the weathering on it shines way better on the tank mode, because except for it wasn't used too much, just enough above the tread area, and it's more believable. The paint would probably rub off here. And using the port system, you can put the guns in any way you want them. I just have them on this way, but you can totally take them off if you want to. And you can have them like this, and maybe put one right here. And I know with the weaponizers, you can probably put one of the guys in the gun mode and have them up here too. So just any way you want to have it, you can have them like that, or whichever way. This is just kind of my preferred, to have the biggest cannon here and have the small one here. Yeah, but overall, I think it looks pretty good. As a comparison, let's compare it to Refractor, who I put in his alt mode, which is yet again not the best alt mode for Refractor. It's always been the camera, but here you are, just for comparison. So you got that. Okay. Now, moving on to his other half. Here's a jet here, which I think, in my opinion, this is kind of my more favored. I always kind of like flight alt modes, planes and jets and such. So this is more or less my favorite one. Kind of like an aerial bot. You see a robot totally tucked up underneath. Well, this is arms anyway. I'm kind of sad that there's no way to take this in his tank mode and like connect them. Like somehow I could just, sit on top. So I mean, there are ports, sure, but no way to actually integrate, sadly. But oh well. It looks really good. The same paint apps show through wonderfully. I can see that gold and kind of copper paint, on the tail wing here, the vents here, wings. Side of the cockpit look really good, and the cockpit itself actually looks really good. It looks almost like you could maybe open it, and you can see all the line work, which looks really good. Even little rivet details, how good it comes through on camera, but it's there. And overall, all the alt modes are set. I think it looks really, really good. In regard to guns, if you want to take I've seen people do take the small one off. Because in the being a tank, he should have a cannon, a cannon on there. But you can take the smaller gun. I've seen people do it this way. Just add it to under the cockpit, which doesn't look horrible. Or you can take it here and add it to the wings. Too bad you don't have two of these. I think this looks good, but only if you had two of them to go for each side. That would give it a sense of symmetry. But for my taste, where I'm gonna go, I just typically put both guns on the tank here. So yeah, there you have it. That's Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Skytread. And I think, yet again, kind of like the Seekers, if you're in for the line, I think it's worth getting. Because I think as far as Siege goes, I think the Decepticons have been my favorite. Because if you notice, most of my Siege figures, exception of Skyfire, who can kind of double as one, are actually all Decepticons. Because I've been getting most of the Siege Decepticons to kind of flesh out my Decepticon ranks. And a lot of the IW designs are very close to that of the Siege line, so they kind of scratch a good itch for me. So let me get this guy transformed back, and I'll give you my final opinion, although I'm pretty sure you know what that is. So just give me one more sec. And I'm back once again to give you guys my final opinion. And, yet again, it's kind of always, if you're in for Siege, that means you're in for Skytread. And, yeah, so with that being said, I say pick him up. He's definitely worth getting. I would say search around though, because I know I actually picked this guy up at Walmart, but I actually found him down the road later on, a little bit cheaper, like Amazon whatnot. I think you can get it from about 15 to 16 bucks now. So search around. There's no need to pay 20 for him if you don't have to. Although I say he's worth 20. I think, and this is my opinion. He feels pretty good in hand. He looks pretty good. Plus you can get him in kind of these little poses like this, which I kind of dig. Putting the long gun over the back, having the toe turned back and everything. Kind of a real stylized pose. Another reason for me personally why I got this guy, along with the whole scavenger aspect from IW, Thesaurus is going to be coming out soon from MMC. And if you read the comments like I do, he's one of the first scavengers to fall victim to that gut chainsaw inside of him. Looks like a grinder. And he ended up putting him in, I think, head first, because he couldn't get him in feet first, because he knows his feet being so big. So for me, he's gonna be kind of a prop to a degree. But I know $20 is kind of an expensive prop, but I'm dedicated to this craft here. But anyhow, yeah. Anyway, he's good to go. I say if you can find him, pick him up. If you can get him cheaper than 20 bucks, definitely pick him up. And I guess this concludes this review. So, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. This is Sardo Noospa, the Black Gentleman. Out here doing God's work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.